Welcome everybody. And that don't sound right either, does it? Test 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me now? 1, 2. Test, test. Do we got sound rolling? I don't hear it. Let's see. And let me know if you can hear me. Sounds to me like something's messed up on the sound again. Test, 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 test. All right, well. Almighty. Well, in about 10 minutes, we'll have some. There we go. Now I got some sound working. Okay, well, hopefully here in a few, we will have the hot seat match between the Platinum Division. So everybody grab your popcorn, get ready. We should be getting started here. All right, Grilling Lab, welcome to the chat room. Let me ask you, if you're in the chat room, do you hear any crackling? We think we've finally figured out the problem. It's not got anything to do with our system, it's dirty power. So we had to turn everything off in between the matches, reboot everything, and if it sounds great now, then that is definitely what the problem is, and I feel much better that it's not our stuff. This is going to be the hot seat match for the Platinum Division. Yep. Thanks for tuning in to Bad Boys TV. You're watching the 2017 BCAPL Wisconsin State Championships. Whew. As the day goes on, those tongue twisters get a little worse. This will be between Bob Mcdonald and Jon Lee. Bob Mcdonald is a 654 Fargo rating. He'll be playing Jon Lee, who's a 543. So Bob Mcdonald will go to 7. Jon Lee's got to go to 4. One of the players showed up. Have not seen the other one, but they are supposed to kick off here in about 6 minutes. Yay, hot seat. If you want to see what the payouts are for this event, you can go to badboysbp.com. Click on the live brackets and you can bring up each division in the Wisconsin tournament. And the payouts are in there too. So that's what you check out. Yeah, while we're waiting, have a little commercial. Let's see. On the schedule for tomorrow, we will have the semifinals and finals of both men's teams, or both men's singles divisions. The ladies start their singles tomorrow morning. And on Sunday, the team event starts. So we still got a lot of pool left to play in this tournament. Hope everybody's enjoying the kickoff of their weekend. Anybody gets a chance, and if you went and seen Pirates of the Caribbean, I'd love to hear what your opinion of it is. I understand the critics are saying this might be the best one yet. So let's see what you guys think. Yeah, looks like one of the players is there, waiting on the other one. I feel your pain.
So John is the guy with the black hat.
Okay, John's the one with the black hat.
And Bob is the older John.
Okay.
So. He's probably 40 was by what's her name, Delaney?
They all look like youngins to me nowadays. G-Man is in the booth now.
Hello once again, everybody. Boy, it sure looks nice outside someday.
Oh, stop it.
Someday, once again, I anticipate actually going out there. I saw a bird out there today once.
You're killing me, man. This is about the time of year where I just want to go hide in the woods for a couple weeks. Don't think I'm going to get to do it this year. Well, so far everybody says the sound is good. No crackling, so yeah, I think it's dirty power. It's the only solution we can come up with.
It could, or that could be totally irrelevant. Who knows? But if it sounds good, that's all that really matters.
Yeah, because I have no idea what it would be.
The 2017 BCAPL Wisconsin State Championships. I'm G-Man, Gennaro Vasquez. Nice to spend some time with you today. And we have he who shall not be named at my side.
I got to come up with a name. This is where they'll wreck.
Well, I've heard you called a lot of names, but
yeah, I gotta get one that I can actually use on the stream.
You maybe haven't heard them, but
oh, I'm pretty sure I have. I'm practicing my drawing skills here. Okay, Kenny likes yellow. I'm trying to find a color that works better. Let's try this one. Does this one work better? Yeah, you can see that one everywhere. Well, yeah. I like the idea of a different name when I'm streaming, because then I can be somebody different. I don't have to be the tournament director. There you go. That color works pretty good. I was getting bored with the yellow.
Here's the thing, is that I've always been a guy that really followed the rules and stuff like that, so being a referee is right up my alley. So I don't really know how to be anything other than myself. I agree, Sean. Let's get some action.
I know. I don't know what these guys are doing. They're supposed to start right now. Am I going to have to radio my ref to step it up? I only see one guy over there with cues. Open this window and stick my head out and be like, come on, guys, let's
Well, one
play.
of the players was in the immediate vicinity.
Yeah, I thought that was this guy. Because
So
he was standing right here by the cues a minute ago.
the way that this works is that you have a set match time, and then essentially if one of the players isn't there, the referee's supposed to put him on a 15-minute timer. And then if the player is still not showed up within that 15 minutes, they make a cursory attempt to call out the player's name in the area. And if that still doesn't work, then there's a forfeit. All right, it looks like we got a couple people moving toward the table now.
Well, talk about. I believe this will be a good game. This is the hot seat match. Bob McDonald's got to go to 7. Jon Lee has got to go to 4.
I don't think we've seen either of these guys on the streaming table yet, have we?
Nope. Neither one of these guys have been on the stream yet.
I've watched them both shoot today, though, and obviously both really good players.
Well, let's see who gets to move on to the play in the finals and who's got to fight their way back.
So John will be the gentleman in the black hat and black shirt, and it's going to be Bob. That's the gentleman in the white shirt with the gray sleeves.
Looks like we're getting ready here.
So I noticed that John has a glove. What do you think about glove? Do you play with a pool glove?
Depends on where I'm at. As I get older and my fingers don't move like they used to, if I want to play serious, I put a glove on just because, look at my hands, dude. It's tough to make a bridge and get my fingers to lock around it. It just depends.
I've actually never tried a glove.
Oh, you're one of those. Oh, if you're wearing a glove, I can whip your butt. Except for Shane wears a glove. Yeah, this is a really awesome place. We're at the Chula Vista Resort in Wisconsin Dells. They got water
beautiful.
slides. Yeah, it's cool.
It really is beautiful. And right outside of our window, you can't see it because it's on the wall that the cameras are on. But there's a beautiful view of the Wisconsin River right outside with the woods. Nice little walkway and everything.
Yeah, I'm going to try to
spot.
get some, I'll probably try to do some Facebook.
For those that actually get a chance to get outside, I'm sure it's beautiful.
Yeah, they got a really cool water slide park right outside the door.
A couple of them. They have an indoor and an outdoor,
yeah,
so they can go year-round here.
All right, so this one is Bob.
That's my understanding.
Okay, we're gonna go with G-Man's.
Oh no, this
this is on you. You came up here and you said.
I'm just going by what they told me.
So. Oh. Well, looks like he's gonna shoot solids.
Yeah, or is he gonna try to follow it in?
If he was gonna shoot stripes, I think he would shoot that 11 down in the lower right-hand corner, wouldn't he?
That's a good point. I don't know. Solids. A little touchy.
Well, that 5 ball must go by in the lower left.
It
does.
It does.
Yep. So he's probably okay.
I find it interesting. Personally, there was that ball that he used to play the combo, but to me, stripes looked a little more open, but I guess just a matter of personal preference.
Well, I can tell you, if you want some inside scoop, Brett Baker will choose the stripes about 90% of the time.
I'm with you, Cold Wolf. It's a little still for those that are not completely accustomed to seeing the Cyclops balls. It takes a little orientation time to figure out the difference between the 14 and the 15 and such.
I'll tell you, as an older player, I love the Cyclops because all the colors are light. It's easier to see the edges.
That's true. The balls are definitely brighter, and I think that's a part of the idea.
Well, now he's got some work to do. Is he going to drift over, just shoot the 6 and drift over to here so he can shoot the 5?
Well, he's pretty straight in. I mean, that's part of the issue. Is I think he can sort of cheat this ball a little bit toward what is
Or-
the left part of that
Well, he
pocket.
might be drawing back for the 1, huh?
Nah, he's coming right between, right over by that 9 ball, I think.
Oh, a little
Or
too much.
secret option. I think he was trying to kind of get over by the 8 ball and just overdrew it a little bit.
Well, I think he's okay, but the next shot will be interesting.
Well, he's got to play some.
If he can make that 5 and
tight
not
shape
touch the 2 and just do a little pullback,
I think he
then he has to shoot the 2.
can't really play the 1. I don't think because that's such a thin hit. That's gonna take him back up table. So
Well, and it'll have the 8 ball moving around.
he's gonna try the 5.
I think
ball
you
here.
shoot the 5, and I think he's going to have to intentionally hit the 1, which is going to put that up there a little tight.
Oh yeah, Oscar points out he's using a sneaky Pete.
Yeah.
Do those really work anymore? I mean, people.
No, no, I don't think Sneaky Pete's work on anybody, but I had a few Sneaky Pete's in my day that played really good. Now, back when I first started playing pool, if you walked into a bar with a pool stick of your own, nobody'd play you.
Okay, so here's the age-old question.
Well, he's going to shoot the 1.
As he's shooting the 1 ball here, here's the age-old question. This is kind of like the Ginger or Marianne question. Color of Money or The Hustler?
Oh, it's such a tough one. To me, it's tough because
That was a really nice shot. Oh, wow, that was a nice shot. Moved the 8 ball, but, able to control.
yeah, he shot that really well. The problem between the Color of Money and the Hustler is the Hustler was perfect for its time period, and the Color of Money was perfect for its time period. But I will say this. Without the Hustler, I don't think the Color of Money is as good. Because you have that connection from one to the other. I think if those movies came out in reverse, The Color of Money would be more popular. Because the Hustler wouldn't fit today, and the storyline was more about the lives of the people more than the game. I mean, that's kind of how I felt about it.
Yeah, I would agree with that. That was real. Oh, wow, that was a nice shape play.
To me, The Hustler was a great story that was tragic and brutal, and the connection was pool, as a pool player. The Color of Money, the story was more about the pool and not so much I hate when they do that. I hate conceding. And technically, it's against the rules. Okay, so Bob got that. And takes a 1-0 lead. That was a good run out. Or a run almost out.
I think part of the reason why Color of Money was so big for me is that was really about the time I started getting into pool, and it was just more of a...
Well, it was more of a thrilling, exciting movie where The Hustler was
Right.
dark and it's really a tragic story.
Yes. Yeah, for sure.
It was definitely the dark side of the pool world and reality. It was the evil end of people, but
What are some of the other pool movies? I'm forgetting some, I know.
well, you got Pool Hall Junkies, which
Pool Hall Junkies was
it was entertaining.
big. Yeah.
It was entertaining.
I would not put it in the same caliber of
Oh, not even
Hustler
close.
and
To
Color of
me,
Money.
to me, to me, Pool Hall Junkies is the Fast Time at Ridgemount High movie compared to uh,
Minus Phoebe Cates.
something epic compared to Titanic, I should say.
Right, right.
Um,
Look at this shot.
Baltimore Bullet,
Gonna
which I
nudge that
really
four
can't
ball out.
remember
Ooh,
much of.
right up against it.
It's been so long.
I think it was a British movie. Um, it was called The Stickman. Did you ever see that movie?
Long time ago.
Hate to say it, that was I did not enjoy that movie, really. All right, so this is a match for the hot seat here.
Yeah, the winner goes to the finals. The loser has to fight his way back. And Bob's a pretty strong player. And for everybody that thought, everybody was like, oh, well, Tyler's going to just make the money. Give it to him now. This is the hot seat match, and he ain't in it. I'll double check. But
Oh, there are some very good players here. Two players that are, well, one player that is over, Tyler's over 700 as far as Fargo rate, and a couple of players that are not very far behind. Randy Lamar is about 10 points lower than Tyler, but that is pretty slim. Really giving this one some thought. He wants to make sure that he comes off of this in a good way. Does he shoot the 9-ball here?
I
Looks like
would.
he's not.
But
Looks like he's playing 11.
Looks like he's playing 11, so he's got somewhere to go with the 10. But now you're going to have to spin around. Come perfect for too far. I think he was trying to get shape on the 10 between the 4 and the 3 to shoot a stop or a little bit of a draw. And
part of the reason why I like the 9-ball there is because the 9-ball is sort of tough to access, and I feel like the 14 just was easier, had more places to access it than the 9-ball.
Jon Lee beat Tyler last round. Tyler had to go to 8, John had to go to 4, and John won 4-7.
Well, that's a tough spot. I mean, that's
but it was Hill Hill.
2-1. That's a tough spot.
Yeah, it was Hill Hill.
Well, that proves that the handicap is.
Well,
just
and I'll tell you what.
right
I'm looking back here just in case anybody wants to know. With the Fargo rate, Jon Lee won Hill Hill. The match before he won Hill Hill, and the match before that was Hill Hill. And the match before that was Hill Hill. Every one of his games has gone Hill Hill.
Well, that really points to a good handicapping system.
It does.
Theoretically, the more matches that go Hill Hill would seem to indicate the closer handicap, the accuracy.
Yep. And Tyler is sitting over there waiting for his match in the 5th and 6th spot. That should kick off at 8:30. So, yeah, go to badboysbp.com, click on live brackets, then click on Wisconsin, and you can check out the progress of this tournament so far. Overcut it.
He was trying to negotiate kind of the cut and coming off those balls because he needed to play that 10-ball on the side.
Yeah, no, and he held the cue ball pretty good. He just overcut a little bit.
Yeah, it was just a little bit. Definitely had great shape if somehow that ball had found.
Now let's see what Jon Lee can do. This is his first time up, isn't it? he broke and didn't make nothing, right?
Correct.
Yeah, so, I mean, this is his first real shot in the match. Whoa. Whoa. All right.
Well, I mean, at least the good news is at that point in time, if the cue ball gets away from you, you have so many balls on the table, it's kind of easy to get back in line at this point in time.
If that was me, I'd be hooked on the edge of the 2 with nothing.
Yeah.
Well, I like to keep in contact with our chat room. Where's everybody from? It's nice to know where you guys are from and who's watching. Last match we had people from Portugal, Canada. I love that. To me, that's just so fascinating and so cool. Especially for, a state tournament for people to get in there and watch. Camarillo, California. All right.
Where's Camarillo? Do you know where Camarillo is?
I have no idea. Is that... We got South Carolina. Camarillo. I know I've seen it on a map before. Is that just a little bit north of LA or just a little south? We got Georgia. And I can tell you, chalk is not free. Mexico. All right, Mexico. Well, that was a costly mistake by John. I think Bob's going to get out here. He hit that really well. LA and Santa Barbara, right between. Nice shot. Yeah, Bob's playing pretty good. Just a little error earlier. That was about it.
Another concession.
Oh, you guys got to quit doing that. What are you signaling? Yeah. That's funny because when I'm over there, he just kind of stands there and just,
I'll tell you what, Cold Wolf, though. You're right. Like, playing pool is fun, but that app, if you played that app, oh, that is such a fun game. That pool app, it's totally unrealistic, of course.
Which one are you talking about?
The
The 8-ball?
Yeah, that 8-ball one.
This one?
No.
That one?
Oh, yeah.
Have you played the real pool money?
No, I haven't.
Real money pool?
Uh-uh.
It was good. I was having a lot of fun in the mini clip, yeah. The real money pool one was really good. I was having a lot of fun. You could do straight pool. I worked it up to, I didn't put any money into it, but I worked it up to like $10, and then they started having glitches.
Mm.
And then they just couldn't fix it. But yeah, you could play straight pool. It was like 50 cents to enter. Who had the high? They paid like 50 places of high run down.
What I thought was
a lot of fun.
The one thing about the pool app that I really find like, it's almost like any cut shot, right? Any cut down the rail is a better leave and more accurate than if you leave yourself straight in. Because if you leave yourself straight in, it's like easier to rattle the ball or miss it. But like this most extreme cut shot, like you can cut it down the rail with perfect accuracy.
I hate that, but yeah. You know, the one thing I've been hoping they would do is, there's a million pool video games out there. So I want somebody to put one pocket up.
Yeah, one pocket. It's, I don't know. You
Not
think
a
there would be an
one-pocket
audience for that?
I would play it. I love one pocket.
Well, I love one pocket on a real table.
Well, if I got to play a pool video game, why not one pocket?
Like, that seems like a little hard to control, though, don't you think, for an app?
Yeah, but I hate. Well, I'll tell you what. If you get a chance, download the Real Money Pool and just play it a little bit. I don't know if they got the glitches fixed, but actual play of the game it's pretty fun. You can put
Oh.
spin on the ball. You can put, yeah, the one thing I hate about this mini clip one is the draw just sucks. And then you got to have a lot of money to buy a better cue, and I don't like that stuff. It's like, just give us all the same equipment and let us play.
Well, you can tell where people are from because, a lot of people would be saying, well, I'd play the hell out of a snooker app or snooker game or something like that, probably in many parts of the world.
Yeah, no, I got snooker for, I think it's, oh hell, I can't remember now. It's one of those Xbox or something. It's pretty fun. But yeah, one pocket. I would love somebody to do a one pocket game.
Kind of nursed that ball in big time there, but
Well, he rolled it in there pretty good.
pocket speed.
You gotta know what you can get away with.
Talking about those video games sort of makes me reminisce a little bit about some of the early pool games and stuff like that. Remember that game, 8-Ball Deluxe, the pinball? Was it 8-Ball Deluxe? Is that what they called it?
I don't know if I ever played that one.
Oh, stop talking, start talking. That pinball. Oh, you had to have seen that game at some point in
I
time.
don't know. Doesn't sound familiar.
It was the first pinball game that talked smack on pool that I remember.
Oh, I've never played. Honest to God, I've never played any pinball at all, ever. I know you're thinking bullshit here, but never, ever have I played a pinball machine at all.
Really?
No, just never
Just
never
didn't seem
struck my
interesting
fancy.
to you,
No,
huh?
foosball either. Never played either one.
Yeah, 7-4 spot. That's a challenge.
Well, if John Lee doesn't get out, if Bob gets out here, he's eating up that spot. So
Ooh, Keem was trying, I think, to get it back along the long rail, and you can tell by the body language that was definitely not where he was hoping to
well,
be.
for this shot, I like going this way.
I don't know. I mean, this is really a preference. How close together are those balls? That's
Looks
a
like a couple
jumpable shot.
inches.
That's a jumpable shot. I mean, there's probably a good 5-6 inches between those balls.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, I like that shot that he was just aiming at more than going across, side, hitting the side rail
Well,
and
you
kicking
can
over.
definitely hit the 4 ball more fully, and you have a better chance of hitting it because the rail's there too. So you're going at it more fully. Going at it this way makes it a little bit tougher. Less surface area. Well, he sure got a good hit.
Look at
And
this.
did he get? Oh, wow.
Oh, I think he just rolled out.
Yeah, I think he can get.
He at least left a window coming down this way.
Yeah, he can make that ball on the side, I believe. But yeah, that was. He almost pulled off.
Nailed him up.
Yeah, he almost pulled off.
Well, U18B is in the house. That's your buddy there, G-Man.
Yeah, it is. How you doing, U18B?
U18B was being nice to you yesterday. I don't know how much you had to tip him on PayPal, but I tell you, John likes to fire the ball. He seems like he's more of a valley table player because
he likes to put a full stroke into it, doesn't he?
He puts a little smack on it. And then he goes and hits one with finesse.
Still has to kind of cue around the 13, but that shouldn't be much of a problem.
Well, don't forget to hit that like button. More people that hit the like button, the easier it is for us to continue bringing free streams to you. And I know you guys all love free streaming.
So where do you go with this ball? So there's probably, you can play it in multiple different pockets.
I just put a little bit of a dead center. See, I wouldn't run.
Oh, no.
He's going to run into danger.
Wow. I don't know what. I
Wow.
mean,
He
I
should have.
wouldn't have
I would
even
have
have
hit it with
tried to
just
get
a
near
little
there.
below center, so it just pops up right here
Yeah.
in that
But
area.
but as you said, he likes to put a full stroke on him. So
Well, he almost paid for it dearly
he's not
there.
he's not shy about
Wow.
letting it
He
kind of
was
go a little
very
bit.
fortunate not to scratch on that one.
I don't know, Goldie. That's a good question. That one rattled both cushions for sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure how that one stayed up. Somebody drove by a church.
Well, I wasn't really watching. It could have been body language. You know,
He put a
you
little,
put like that little hip check in
yeah,
there at
yeah.
the
He
last second
he
to.
put a little dirty dancing move on that one. He coaxed that one from dropping. All right, 2-1.
Well, and he pretty much has to maintain that ratio in order to win the match.
Yeah, I was surprised. Did we miss a score? No.
I don't believe so.
Yeah, because I was thinking Bob should have had that one, and he kind of got snagged up a bit.
It'd be nice if they kept scoring the beads above too.
I know, we got to start training him to do that.
We get talking about
Oh,
important stuff
oh,
like
oh.
get talking about
Wow.
important stuff like video games and stuff, and it's sometimes a little hard to keep track of.
Well, that's why we have a chat room. They're supposed to keep us in line. They're our scorekeepers.
Let's look at this layout. I mean, there's a little bit of a cluster around the spot, but none of the balls are really touching. Personally, I like solids here.
Yeah, I'm shooting the 6 right now.
Agreed.
Roll down,
And
shoot
the
the
one ball, you
1.
can be on top. You can get on the still, get under that ball or
Yeah, I like
whatever and
putting the
still
cue
make
ball
it. So
here, shoot the 6 there, roll the cue ball forward, and then shoot that 1 and come out here, and you're pretty much done. I mean, it's you get out there, then it's the 2, the 4, the 3, 7, whatever you want, whatever order you want.
well, Goldie, the answer to that is maybe. Believe me, I've more than once in my life probably accused my opponent that's beaten me of being a sandbagger. I suppose there's a lot of people that have done that. So
Sure, but I'll tell you, Fargo makes it almost impossible to sandbag. The value of sandbagging doesn't pay off, and there's a whole I think it was Mike Page wrote a whole article on the sandbagging aspect of and why it would be such a nightmare to do it. And I think they got all the links to that on playcsipool.com. You can get to all the Fargo little articles and stuff that they put up because people ask those questions all the time.
when I think that definitely is something that has happened in pool where there's guys try to get into lower divisions than they used to and all that stuff. That Fargo really does address a lot of that.
Yeah, it does.
He's going to get behind the 11. He does.
Yeah,
Oof.
well, and he acts shocked. He lets that cue ball go a little wild. I'm not sure. I don't think he can make that 3 from there.
Now he's going to have to shoot the 2, and let me tell you, that's not a.
Well, and if he does shoot well, maybe he does have it. No, looks like he's going to kick.
He doesn't. He'll look at it. I'd be surprised. Well, I guess he is going to take a
He ain't
whack
shy,
at it.
I'll tell you that. Look at that.
He missed her.
He was not going to have fun with that 2 ball from there.
Well, I mean, I guess the bright side, if you're, on John's perspective
he
here,
didn't
is that
really
he
give
doesn't
up
really
anything.
leave him. Yeah, he did kind of left him all the way down the table left him right on the rail, just a little bit off the rail, but I think Bob is going to let that cue ball go all the way down to this bottom rail here if he can.
He's queuing up like he's going to make a shot. Oh, did he come out fortunate there? Does that if that 2 ball goes by?
Well, he undercut it a little bit. If he had actually cut it to make it, that cue ball would have been further down.
The 2 ball goes by, he's going to lose this game.
Still got to get on the 8 ball, but yeah, I would concur with that. Yeah, a little sweet kiss.
And he waves his hands like, oh,
well, he's
man.
straight in. I mean, he can
Yeah,
just draw
I'll
it
take
back.
straight in. You just draw back to the rail,
Just draw
you're good to
straight
go.
back, but that was nicely controlled there.
Yeah, I don't know what he was fussing about.
Oh, he was straight in.
Well, Bob was on. Yeah,
Nobody likes to be
Bob
straight.
was on fire there, and he's kind of giving away. He gave away the game before this one, and
Yeah, it kind of.
scratching on a break really hurt him this time.
It did. Well, he was able to. John was able to get the better set of balls, and
Well, and he got rid of the trouble balls right out of the gate, where earlier today that's not what players were doing, and that's why they're not playing for the hot seat.
well, I guess the thing is there wasn't really any trouble balls that time per se. I mean, there were balls that were in that kind of in that rack area, but none of them were really touching. Had to be broke out.
No,
or anything,
no.
so
But with ball in hand, getting that 6-1 out of the way right out of the gate
that was pretty big. Yeah.
that was huge.
And let's face it, it also worked out that when he kicked it, he made an error, positional error,
And
had
it
to
worked
kick
good
at that
for
ball,
him.
but somehow it worked out okay.
It
for him.
worked
So
really well
It
for him.
worked out for him. So
That's probably the best place he could have put that cue ball.
but you never know. I mean, he's playing for the hot seat, so what do I know? But it's I would think that having consistency and being able to more directly control where the cue ball is going there might, in the long run, be better for him.
Yep. Okay, well, I'm taking stripes. I'm shooting a 13 in the corner first. Then probably the 14.
I don't like that 11 ball.
I'm shooting that ball. Then I'm going to shoot this ball.
I wouldn't even mind saving the 13 ball.
Coming up
I would
here.
shoot the 11 ball first, just because I don't want to have to go back down table
Yeah,
for
well, I want to get that 13 out of the way because that's tying up some stuff too. See, now he can go to the 9. Is he going to go up there and bump them a little bit?
I think he's going to shoot the 13. Oh, he's shooting the ball on the side.
There you go. He's okay.
And you're right in the respect that now the 14 ball, you kind of have to get over there for the 14. But he can play shape from the 10 to the 14.
Sure. He's going to do the 12 first, I think, or the 14 down here in the corner. Now you got to make sure you get over here for this ball right here.
This is a little tricky here. I mean, he's sitting good, but it's still.
Well, and I don't want to be below that 15, rolling towards the 8, trying to get on the 8.
That was well played.
Yep.
Pretty
Yeah.
straight now. Can he get
Just
out
take
enough
care
for
of
the?
I think just take care of this ball on the side.
Yeah.
Yep. Roll forward. Just a little. You want to roll forward enough that you can control the speed of the cue ball after you sink to 10 or 12. Yeah, it's 10. He's just going to shoot that and just come up right about here. Here's the spot.
Just got to come back to the middle of the table. Just kind of float down, sort of.
Oh, he went the
Might have hit a
wrong
little
side.
hard. Or he just hit it too hard. It's just got to wait for him a little bit.
That's a burner.
I
Well,
don't think he can play it past the 4. I don't think he can come to this rail over here and get by it. Doesn't look like
That's
it
where
from
he's
our
going.
perspective. He's got to.
he's going to bank it.
Yeah, I've seen easier shots. Let's just put it that way. Because he kind of has to throw it off of that rail. It's not a natural angle.
Well, he's hitting it
at
with a
all,
little bit of
so-
inside, and that'll give you the spin you need for the 8 ball to go.
Right, it'll open up off the rail.
Just like that. Nice shot. Somebody's out there acting crazy.
Now, what am I talking about? How easy peasy was that?
I told you. I don't know why he played it for that, but
I don't think that. Let's put it this way. I don't think that was Plan A. That was Plan B. Or maybe not even any plan at all. But sometimes you are where you are. So
yeah, you got to deal with what you dealt. That was a nice shot.
Yeah,
Getting it around that 4 ball, you had to hit it pretty much perfect.
oh, there it is. The one, yeah, it was a one pocket shot. You got to try to throw it and have it open up off of that first rail.
Yeah, a lot of people will, when they got to shoot a shot like that, they'll shoot it with outside English, and then what happens is the ball will hit the rail and come off flatter.
Right. Well, it depends on what the shot needs.
Right, but on that particular shot where he had to go kind of flat into the rail and then have it spin down towards the pocket
Sure.
to get around that 4, you want to hit that with a little bit of inside, and you'll get a better roll that way. If you hit it with outside, that's the shot where you try to bank stuff shorter.
He pocketed the 8 ball. So in this case, oh, and I see. He's calling the referee to spot it because there are 2 balls right near the spot.
Yeah, you don't want to
And
get
so
accidental
he's
movement.
trying to figure out where exactly to spot that ball. Now, with CSI rules, the referee spots the ball, but that does not necessarily indicate that he has to play this rack out.
Right.
By making the 8 ball, he has the option still, even after the referee spots this ball, to be able to make a decision, do I want to play this out or do I not want to play this out? Oh, that is a gnarly looking 8 ball from there, isn't it? My guess is he re-racks. I don't see him playing this
Well,
out.
and the only shot he's got are stripes.
Yeah,
And that's what he's got circled around that 8 ball right there.
and solids are sitting so much better. Personally, I don't see him playing this out because he doesn't really have a good shot at a solid. He doesn't have any shot at a solid.
Well, keep in mind, he broke and scratched, and he's broke and made the 8 ball.
He's going to play it out.
Does he feel good about his break?
Well, can we tell? Does that 14 ball go by the 8 ball into that same corner pocket he just played that to?
I don't think so. It didn't look like it to me. Unfortunately, I don't have the camera angle here. It's frustrating that I knew
we can't see it at this moment.
Yeah, the internet wasn't good enough here. We'd have brought the extra camera and put it up on a.
I think he's got to do
I would
something.
have actually
to
hung
nudge
it
those
from the
balls
ceiling.
out there. I feel like he's got.
Well, he's got a plan.
Well, here's
maybe
the plan
it's right here.
Well, what about that ball
Is it-
down table? I don't know.
Shoot the 12. Yeah,
I
the
just don't
15.
like that ball. That 15 ball looks like big trouble. Maybe even more so than these balls right near the 8 ball.
Oh, and he missed him. He pulled it back too far. Oh.
Yeah.
Well, now trouble.
Is this what they call drawn dead from this point for now?
Toil and trouble.
Well, he could play.
He can bank it.
He could, or he could play safe. Come off the left side of that 11. Try to tie him up right on the 1 ball. It's another option.
I think he's going to bank. He's going to freeze it right there. He's going to get one of them out, freeze the ball there. Oh, apparently not. That surprises me.
I'd like to see that shot again. That looked a
Okay,
little.
hold on.
Looked a little funny
There
to
we go.
me. That was okay.
That's kind of cool, huh?
Yeah.
I'm surprised. I thought he was going to just shoot that and freeze the cue ball there because what was his opponent going to shoot at? Not a pocket.
He must figure that it's the balls are just sitting in such a bad spot that the opponent may not be able to run out anyway. So.
Well, he must have hit the 8 first.
I thought he did. That's why I wanted to see the shot again because to me, I thought he hit the 8 ball first on the shot, but on the replay, it didn't look like it did it.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell. I mean, we were not in the greatest position.
I don't know. Goldie, personally, upon the first time I saw it, I thought he hit the 8 ball first. And the opponent must have thought so too because.
Well, and he fessed up to it. I mean,
Yeah, he didn't seem to fight it. I believe he hit the 8 ball first. That's why I wanted to see it on replay because.
Well, I was kind of thrown by the fact that the 14 went forward. Obviously, he hit the 8, but I couldn't tell. It was kind of hard to tell if you know, it was like a split hit, and you know, he hit the whatever that was, nine ball, and then the 8. Or I wasn't really looking that close. I was trying to figure out what the hell he was doing. I thought he was going to bank the 9 cross side, not try to make it, just freeze the
Well, I
cue
think
ball
that's
right
what he
there.
was trying to do, and he just caught a piece of the 8 ball along the way. I'll tell you what, he's a good shot though. That's
Yeah,
pretty
but he
clear.
did not get paid off on that one.
No, he's good at banking. He hit that ball like nothing.
Well, and this is not an easy save here. And you know what? Actually, I wouldn't be opposed to a guy shooting this shot.
Yeah,
You know, I mean, where's your safety? Because if you shoot that bank, you can roll the cue ball over to here, and if
one
you
ball
block
is
that
a
pocket, you're
one ball is a little tricky, but if you're on the long rail, this left long rail, you can make it from there.
just like that. Off the 5, off the 5. Well, he's
Not
gonna
off
go
of
straight in.
nothing. It was nothing but net on that one.
Yeah.
Holy moly!
I was thinking he'd try to hit the 5.
Does that 14 ball pass? No.
No. He's
There's
gonna
no
have
way.
to. He's gonna shoot the 9 up right here,
Yep, all the way
and
up
the
in the
cue
corner
ball
and
is
come
gonna
back
come
across.
right over here.
Yep. That is.
He's gonna put that cue ball
Let's put it this way: if he gets out
right
here,
there.
he has definitely earned it because this was not
That's
an
his
easy
goal.
out.
Let's get that cue ball right there, right in this area.
He hit that pretty well.
Come on.
Man, that is a thin cut, though. That is
Yeah,
a thin
that's a
cut.
tough one to control.
Well, and it's going to hit the 1 ball too, so it's the cue ball is going to go off the 1,
And it's going to go off the right way because he's got to cut this so thin.
Yeah. I mean, it's
that you're going to see.
the cue ball is going to go moving around. Let's put it that way. If he were a lefty, this would be like 100 times easier. For a right-handed player, this is not a fun shot. Do you take that into account when you're playing what balls to leave as far as right-handed, left-handed?
No, not on a 7-footer. Oh, he overcut it.
Well, we knew that 1 ball was going to go moving, and so even if he hadn't overcut it, the 1 ball had almost more speed on it than the 14. So
he overcut that one. Well, I think the 2-5 right here is not lined up for the pocket.
I would agree with that.
So John's gonna look at trying to
and it's
make the
hitting
3
in such
off
a
the
funny
5.
way too. Like, yeah, I mean that is a possibility, but here's the thing: it looks that 5 is sitting out a lot. I don't know.
He's gonna try to pinch the cue ball off the rail. Yeah, he could. I don't think he was gonna get there. Welcome to hell
asking
here.
a lot. He can just squeeze it off the edge of the 5, go to long rail back, kind of pinning the cue ball between the 1 and the 14.
Well, now I'm probably getting a referee because I think he's going to have to
gonna
thin it
off. He's going to thin it off the 5.
Okay.
He's going to thin it off the 5, and that actually might help him because that's going to put the 5 ball in the right place for a combination.
Well, did he get? I don't think he moved the 5 enough. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go airborne now.
And this is a good airborne too because he's got to get that cue ball up in the air at least.
Well, and he's jacked up over balls, which doesn't make a whole lot of problem. It's all about the bridge. Luckily, they're close enough to the rail. He should be able to bridge off the rail.
Rio first might have been a good option there. I agree with that. I think he was trying to set the 5 ball up to be an easier combination. That was a good jump shot.
Well, I don't know why he didn't call it 2 rails on the side. Seems like he knew that one better. Well, that's not a bad leave because he's going to make John come with a shot now.
Well, there's still a number of safeties to be played there off of that 2-5 if he makes the first.
Oh,
He tried to play it off of the 5, I think.
He
Just
played that a
nudge off
little
the 5.
too quick.
Yeah. Yeah, he did. He kind of shot for as big a shot as that was. He did.
Well, and Bob makes this. It's going to be a nice little.
Well, and that was a potentially
huge game.
Yeah, I mean
Huge
that was a
game.
potentially huge game because he could have went on the hill there.
Yes, that was a very big game.
That would have put a lot of pressure on Bob.
Yeah, that was a big game. 4-2. Bob's got to win 3. John's only got to win 2 games. Bob was lucky that John didn't take the time to think that one through, because he really could have put John in a bad spot that cleared up the table a little bit for John. But John kind of went at that a little quick.
Yeah, it's a tight match. Both players making some good shots. I would say both of them, the shape is, the speed of the tables kind of jumped out and bit both of them at various points in this match. But they've both made some good shots. They both come with some good shots.
Bob ran a great out. Great position all the way until the 8. And he just got a little too much draw and a little too much speed and came on the wrong side of the 8. Let's see what happens here. Nothing? I didn't see anything go.
Yes, Goldie, I believe there has been some alcohol consumed over the course of the last couple of days.
Well, it's because we're down to, this is the hot seat match, and 5th and 6th is playing. So, yeah, everybody else in the room is probably out of the event, and it's party time because they don't play again till Sunday. Teams start on Sunday.
So what do we have going on tomorrow?
The women start in the morning, 10 a.m. There's 24 of them. And we have the semifinals and finals of the men's, both divisions. Probably going to, actually, wow. That's a bummer because the solids looked really good from there. He makes that first one. Everything's wide open.
Well, I would agree with that. Chalk is free. I think that if John can find a way to get on the hill here, that starts to put a lot of pressure on Bob. We are coming to you live streaming from Chula Vista Resort, Wisconsin Dells, Wisconsin. I'm Gennaro Vasquez. They call me the G-Man, and nice to spend some time with you today.
The G-Force. See, I'm nice to you today. Today it's G-Force.
There's been pretty much over my lifetime every iteration of G known to man. So G something every time, but
well, John takes his time. He's going to put a lot of pressure on Bob.
It's probably not a bad thing he's slowed down here a little bit because earlier he was just kind of firing them in, and now it's a little more deliberate.
Well, basically it cost him 2 games. Going a little too quick. And
he's in good shape now.
Yeah, he is.
All he's pretty much got to do is roll this forward just a tad, play the 1 ball on the side, 2 ball in the corner.
Yep. Yeah, and really, Bob just made a huge error on that first shot. He wasn't really that close to making that shot.
Mm-mm.
And if he made that first shot, I would have predicted he would have got out that game.
Punched it a little bit. I'm not sure why he did that. Oh, wow.
Oh, that's epic.
Oh, gosh.
Wow, that is epic. Bob gets out here, and it's a race to 2, and you got to
Oh,
like Bob's odds of
do you
winning a
believe in
race to 2.
telekinesis? Do you think Bob
You think
like
he voodooed
made him do that somehow? He's like wishing so hard, like tap that ball, tap
Well,
that ball.
here's what I'll tell you I do think happened. John plays very, very quick, and he slowed himself down. And when you do that, does that make you crossfire a little bit? When you're so used to playing fast, and then you go, oh, I got to calm down, and you're not used to playing. One thing I used to do when I was playing a lot was I would play fast, and then I would purposely delay because I never wanted to be caught. Because, I mean, the greatest hustle in a bar back then was you find a guy that was a rhythm player, you could take him out of his game so fast.
Right.
So I never wanted to end up.
I preferred to win games on skill, not sharking the other player. Like you, but still, I'm just kidding. Yeah.
Well, in a bar.
So it seemed like playing a little slower helped him in general, and then he got down to the end and got out of rhythm, changed his pre-shot routine a little bit, and that was the end
Yeah,
result.
it was kind of he was not used to it, and
But honestly, which one? Who hasn't done that? You're down, almost out that you can't even believe that you're how lucky you are you get to play it, and somehow it doesn't happen. It just
right,
it
right.
happens.
Whether it's nerves or a rhythm thing, could be a million things, but it just felt like a rhythm thing there because we had just said he'd been playing so fast paced and quick to make a decision and fire away, and then all of a sudden he slowed way down, and then it just appeared like he went down on that shot, and it was like almost he was going to shoot it quick, but then he went, oh, I got to slow down, and just that's when the bump happened.
You know what though? I mean, and he conceded again.
It's a bad habit.
So
boys.
that makes it 5-2, but I think that can be a big turning point here. Don't you think so?
Oh yeah, yeah, because now that's going to sink in his head. Bob's only got to win
Yeah.
2. John's got to win 2.
Well, I mean, you're
That's the
Bob.
tide turner right there, I think.
I wouldn't know what it's like to have a player not run out on something like that. But if you're Bob, you're sitting there, and he's probably thinking, okay, now this guy's going on the hill,
And I got
and
to win
all of a
3 to
sudden
his 1.
you have ball in hand.
Right. Holy crap.
That was not a significant spread. He did scratch a couple times on the break, so I think he changed his
Well,
break.
guess what they're doing here, folks? We're going to get into a safety battle. And based on what I've seen up to this point, I predict Bob is going to win the battle. Nothing against John. It's just Bob's a little cager. He can bank. He banks really well. But we'll see what happens. Yeah, they're playing side pocket pool. Apparently one pocket was too boring, so they're going to play everything in the side pocket.
Yeah, like Kenneth says, yeah, they're going to play one pocket, everything in the side pocket.
Well, and I would imagine just watching John play, this is the type of game he hates.
Right. Yeah, I would not imagine he's accustomed to this type of kind of
chest,
tactical
methodical
moving balls around.
And yeah, I'm making up words now. But yeah, I would guess these are the kind of games he absolutely hates.
It is a mess. Nobody's going to want to take a crack at this one too quick.
No, but
Stripes all of a sudden look a lot better. Someone could actually.
Well, and
make
it looks
one.
like the 14 to go.
Oh yeah, it does. That table's open now.
It looks like the 5 would go if you had to go that route.
Goldie making a prediction. He's just going to blast the balls open at some point.
Oh, no. The 14 goes in the side.
No, I think he was talking about John.
Oh,
He's
yeah,
going to
yeah.
get frustrated and just blast him open.
Yeah, no. The only ball I see trouble for, is that the 9 or the 1? Nope, that's the 1.
Yeah.
So the only
he's
ball
open.
that's a problem is the 8.
Yeah, but he still has
And
the.
he can get there.
Well, I think leaving the 13 ball is a good key ball.
Yep.
To try
Yeah,
to
because
get
all
down
he
for
has to
that
do
eight.
is make the 13 and be right in that area.
I like that, Steve. A re-rack per match, kind of like a mulligan, just like, hey, let's pretend like that didn't happen.
Yeah.
No, the 1-6 is not wired for sure.
No, wired to the point.
Oh, that's true. That's a good point. It's wired to the point of the pocket. Definitely not toward the hole, though.
Yeah.
This is a little tricky. I would have personally liked to get a little better on that 10 ball.
If he can just, I would shoot this with a little bit of inside English and just come right here.
Oh, you like going to the bottom side of it?
Well, from
The
where
top
he's
side of it?
sitting, yes. Because if you try to go top, that's a small window right there. Or there. I don't like that window. I mean, unless you're sitting at a, well, he's going to go the other way.
Interesting.
Ooh. Well, that's going to be.
He's going to have to play some good shape play.
Yeah, he's going to really have to hit this nice now.
Well, that was pretty nifty shape play there.
Well, does it go?
I don't think it goes in the side.
No, so.
What he's going to do
But
is
he's a
just
good
float
enough
it.
shooter.
He's
just
going to float it down over by the spot.
right
Yep.
here.
He might try to go a little further than that.
You just got to make sure you don't go too far.
He's going to go probably to the left of the spot, but
He's
probably
rolled
not
too
much.
far twice in this match. I think he's going to roll a little shorter. And he went too far.
Yeah, he did.
You guys don't listen to me. I'm just saying. He's over-rolled twice. I would definitely go for the short roll. Easier to make it from here
All right,
than where he's at now.
So John is going to get. Let's say John gets ball in hand here. Nothing's a given, but let's say John gets ball in hand here. How many shots is it going to take for this game to be won from that point?
Well, it just got a lot more complicated.
He played an intentional foul.
Well, I'm going to shoot the 2. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put the cue ball right here.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to shoot the 2 so it grazes off the 7, comes down. Just put that cue ball right there.
I'd never do that. I'd put the cue ball right by the 3 ball to left of the cue ball, a little bit, and just tap the 6 and the 1 ball out of there.
Nah, you shoot. Okay, you can do that.
And play safe.
But if he shoots the 2, 2's going to come off the 7. You'll get separation between those 2, and the cue ball will hit the 6, and you'll have separation there.
What happens if you hit it too hard? You could potentially leave him.
Well, I'm not going to hit it too hard.
Oh, I see. Well, then that might. I'm not going to point out that he shot my shot. So
Hey, whatever works. 8 ball, right here.
oh yeah, carry him off the 3.
Oh yeah, why not?
Come off the top.
Oh,
rail.
he can. Oh, he's got more room than it looks. Really?
Maybe he doesn't. Who knows?
Well, he's aiming it like he does. He's going to go past and come back. Well, I don't see that window. Apparently, he's going to come through there.
Oh, I don't know. It's
And
the thing
spin
of
it
it is
back.
he's almost frozen on the 7 ball. That's the weird part too. I mean, he's got to kind of almost throw it around it a little bit.
Well, he is. He's going to spin
If he
back.
makes this would be one heck of a shot. Oh wow! Oh, almost scratched. But
Nice hit.
that was a
That was a
great
very
attempt.
nice hit.
That was a great attempt.
But, again, the 8 ball's in hell again.
Well, this was
'Cause
an
that's a
easy,
nice
this is an
little
easy
wall
choice here. You
right
just
there.
leave the cue ball right there, bust those balls up.
Well, and pray he doesn't catch the corner there. Well, he didn't break him out.
Now that 3-2, those balls are It's like they're Velcroed together or something.
Man.
They just you ever see like those brake racks where the balls are like on
Yeah.
these like little springy things and you break it and they kind of bounce back together? It's sort of just like the 2-ball and the 3-ball this game where they just keep on just like magnets.
He's gonna one real kick at it. Oh, is that
I'll tell you what.
where's that cue ball going
As
after
good as
that?
this guy's been banking and kicking, I don't think I'd want to give him too many chances at that.
Right, but where's this cue ball going off this hit? Isn't it going straight towards the side pocket?
I don't think so. I think it would go just to the top side of that side pocket if he cuts it right. I mean, if he hits
We're
it
about
wrong.
to find out. Well, you don't want to make both. He overcut it. I think if he hit that to make it, I think he was going to be real close to that side pocket.
How does Jon have all those balls and no shot? I mean, that's
And he
pretty
doesn't.
amazing.
He really does not have a shot.
Well, I mean, the easy shot here is to shoot the 4-ball and just leave it right behind the 5. I mean, that's.
Wow. I would actually draw it just a tad into the 6.
Nah, I wouldn't mess with it too much.
I think he's going to do the same thing, but just that way. Well, and he gave the guy the kick. That kick is there. He's going to kick.
Well, and that ball's getting closer and closer
Good
to
God,
that
I can't
hole,
draw
too,
a straight
so.
line. Yeah, he's just going to keep bumping it. And guess what? He's probably not going to give up much. If he hits it good,
He might.
he could leave that cue ball like
it really
right
depends
here.
entirely on where he hits it. It really depends entirely on where he hits it. What's going to happen?
I still have to. If he gets it close to the front of the pocket, I got to like him for the win of this game. Just because poor Jon can't get the balls broke apart.
Well, there's some safety opportunities on that 2 and 3 if you can get up there for it.
Stay. Oh, too much. Man, if you'd have shot that soft enough just to leave that 8-ball.
I predict
right in
another
that
safety
area.
coming up here. He's not going to play that 1 ball, is he?
Yeah, I think he is.
Well, he's going back up table after this, though.
Well, now you shoot that 7.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't like it.
You don't like it? I'm shooting a 7 with a little draw, so it hits a 3, breaks those 2 out, and then play my safety.
I think he's going to.
Unless I open it up.
I mean, the 7's not a bad shot. I agree. But I think what he's going to. I have a feeling he's going to try to hit the 2 ball and leave the cue ball over somewhere
Right.
around the middle diamond or something like that.
Yeah, the only thing I don't like about that is you don't get much separation from the 3 and the 7. And here he didn't. Okay, when you play a safe.
That's a jump shot.
Yeah, and I think he's only got to jump a little bit.
Or a curve of that might be a pretty nasty curve shot to try, but
He's going to jump bank. And he's going to be real close. I'll tell you what, for me, my rule of thumb is if I play a safety, I got to gain something out of it.
well, I would have liked to. If I were at the table there, I would have really liked to see that 2-3 broke out somehow.
Yep. Watch out, folks. We're running here.
Still got to hit it real thin, even.
Oh,
if
no,
you
he's banking it.
successfully-
He called the bank.
Oh, he called the bank shot.
Yeah, he pointed
my
at this
goodness.
pocket.
Well, that looks a lot harder to me because it looks like that 6 ball's annoying.
Nah. Not for the 8-ball. Oh. God, la la.
And he's still.
I
leaves
hate
them-
to see
He
penalty
still
on
leaves
that.
them kind of tough. I mean, it's the 4
Okay,
balls
so here,
makeable here.
I'm
The 7
going-
balls makeable.
I'm shooting the 7 with inside, breaking out that 3-2, and
Yeah.
I'm going for the win.
Well, Jon, you get the sense that Jon likes to let it go, so he's definitely gonna.
You keep letting this guy take swings at that 8, you're gonna get in trouble.
Yeah. I don't think I'd really like to give him too many more shots at that.
I'm not giving him anything. I'm shooting that 7, breaking out the 3-2, and running out.
7's I don't know. I don't know if I would shoot that. 7 looks a little dicey to me because you got to shoot kind of bridge around that 5 ball. I would shoot that shot eventually, just not on that particular shot.
Well, John has slow-moed it again, which worked good for him a game ago, but except for the little error on the 2-ball.
Now we're shooting it with inside English and breaking them out.
Want to bet?
Or maybe
I
we're going
don't know.
backup table.
You gotta shoot this.
Well, it's definitely better than the shot than I think the first
Well,
shot. He
now's
had
the
at it.
time to shoot this because if you break those 2 out and you get behind the 8, you get the 6 as your backup shot.
Well, he's looking for a shot where he doesn't have to. He's looking for a natural angle into those balls.
Okay,
I don't think he's looking for it, which he's got now. I mean,
Better
he does
hope you
have
end
a
up with a
natural
shot
angle.
after you hit him. He's hitting that a
That
little
3
low,
ball
isn't he?
might stop pretty dead.
Oh.
Oh, this is not
But
an
look at
easy
the
shot,
lead.
though.
See? I mean, even if he made that, look at
Go
that
to a
lead.
side shot if you don't mind. That's pretty close.
I think he's got
Yeah, I mean, he
a
can
little
cut it.
bit.
There's maybe 3 inches between the balls.
Yeah. You got to watch scratching in the side.
You know, I don't think it's a scratch in the right side. I think it could scratch in the left side.
Well, if that's the case, you want to shoot it with inside English so that you pull it back and then it goes forward. Not quite as much as I drew, but that is, to me, this is one of the toughest shots on the table.
I'm surprised he's not banking it. I mean, it seems like he really, plays banks, has a good feel for banks. I'm surprised he's not banking it. Overcut it.
Wow, overcut it.
Caught
wow.
a piece of the 2-ball and
Overcut. Well, here comes the pressure. I really thought Bob had the advantage in this game until he overrolled that 8-ball shot because he wasn't willing to take a short position.
Well, here's
on
what
it.
I do here. I shoot the 3-ball and I try to go forward so that it's right about
in
the
between
third
the
diamond.
2-7.
So I have the potential to play the 2-ball either in the side or if I overroll it, play it in the corner.
Right.
Because I would love to be able to get that 2-ball before I get that 7.
Well, he's going to go 7, then.
I mean, that is also an option. I mean, it's a good option too. But now you got to kind of float around the 2-ball.
Yeah, that's. I think you're all right.
Yeah, go forward and go. Yeah.
Right there. That's where you want to be. Right here.
Gonna go into
Oh.
it. You got away with it.
Man, that could have easily gave you a nasty
Well, that's why I
angle.
didn't like doing that because you kind of
Right.
had to toy with
Right. Yeah,
just
where
get
the
around
3
that
was
ball
an
a little bit.
automatic. 3 was here, and then you're rolling right with no spin, no nothing. You're
Right.
rolling right to the shape.
Right. But it's gonna work out for him.
Well, I'm not gonna say that until that 8-ball drops, but
You don't want to put the Brett Hex on him.
Brett Baker, the jinx maker, and he is on the hill.
It's the way it should
Well, that
be,
was a good
though.
win for him because
Yeah.
I would have definitely picked Bob to pull off that one.
Especially after
And he
that
had
last
it.
game where John had a chance and then he kind of nudged that cue ball when it looked like he was
Right.
going to be out. I would have really thought that.
Well, you can tell Bob's over there just, the whole shoot his last ball and overroll for the 8 when you'd already overrolled twice before.
I'm still a little surprised that he played it the way he did there, where he saved the ball on the rail.
Yeah, I thought he would have shot that first.
As the key ball to the 8-ball. I'm a little surprised. And it would have worked out fine. He just overrolled it.
Yeah. I'm just surprised he didn't
Well,
shoot it first and come below.
What made it tougher was the fact that he was a good probably 4 feet down table.
Right.
So he's got to cut the ball up the rail and try to hold it.
Right.
I mean, so trying to do that.
Well, if the hold is the problem, then go over and back. It's easier to control that longer roll than it is that super short roll.
He did have a lot of kicks and a couple of jump shots. He did not have a single. I don't think he fouled on any of them, did he? He come close to. close to it a couple of times. I don't remember him fouling on even one of those safeties.
Well, he did give up a ball in hand the one time on
Oh, that's true.
purpose.
That's right.
Yeah,
Where
when he
played
rolled
the
over and he
intentional.
tied it all up.
But that was the first shot. One of the
Yep.
first ones, I think.
Yep.
There you go, goalie.
Well, Bob, you need to get out here and make it a hill game. Make that last game very interesting.
Well, the tough shape is the 5 here. Is he going to try to go up and nudge it out right now?
Well, he better. If he's not going to get the 5 out now, then...
Well, solids are definitely best, in my opinion, but...
This is all about what you're comfortable with, really. He hit that so beautiful.
Yeah, you can't hit it much better than that.
Yeah, he's going to shoot the combo now. Then I predict he'll come around the other way, shoot the 5, work his way up to the 4-3.
What's your key ball here?
The key ball here, it's probably going to have to be the 1 just because of where the 6 is sitting.
The reason I don't like the 1 being the key ball is because it's kind of behind, it's on the bottom side of that.
Right,
ball.
but I mean, just where it's sitting. And, unless this is where I'll decide. Well, because you can shoot the 1 and bring the cue ball out here, and then you're shooting the 6 that way.
That's true.
But you gotta make sure that you have the shot on the 1. See,
he's perfect on the 6. I think all the way he was playing for the 1 ball to be his.
Yeah. Yeah, and he can shoot a stop shot here. He could pull it back a little.
I think he's going to go 2 rails with it. Yep, that's exactly what I thought he was going to do. He's going to try to get over on the right side here by the 3rd diamond. Yeah. But just be careful not to overroll it. That's been a problem.
Yeah, he's been overrolling a lot. And he's okay right here.
Oh, your mark was like a quarter inch off.
His opponent's going to give it to him.
Another concession.
Yeah. Well, if we went out there and stuck him with the rule, this match would have been over 40 minutes ago.
Probably wouldn't have done it at that time.
Yeah, after the warning, yeah.
You know what, Goldie? That's a good point. The handicap was spot on. Almost all the match. There's a lot of matches that have been
spread the word for all those naysayers on Fargo. Go back and look at how many Hill matches there's been in this tournament. It's strong, so strong. It's to me, if you ask me, it's a little creepy. I know people are looking at this hot seat match at first and going, "Holy crap, 7-4, that's a huge spot." But guess what? It's Hill, people. Oh. Well, I don't know what happened to his break, but he's not getting good action on it.
They're broke out enough, though. I mean, this is a runnable rack.
Well, and it's solids again. Well, let's take a peek. I want to take a peek at that. Oh, yeah. He could start with the 2 if he wanted. Bring the cue ball over here. The 4 goes in the side.
I don't think I would take solids.
Well, the only thing I don't like is that right there.
It goes in the side. If the
in
12
what side?
was,
over here?
Yeah, where the 12
Yeah,
ball
but
is.
look at that small window you got, and nothing over there to take you there.
I don't know. I don't particularly love the 4-1 either, so.
Right. Well, and I'm surprised he shot the 2 that hard, because I thought he'd just roll down and take the 4 right away.
It's kind of almost like he's banking on getting on that 6 ball in the corner or something.
Well, looks like he's going to draw back. But I think he's got too much of an angle. I think he's going to... Well, he might roll forward and come through this window. Oh, he's trying to get on that 6.
He didn't get far enough, though, I don't think. I mean,
he's short on the 6.
Going to have to play the 7 here, I think. That would be a mighty cut on that 6 ball. I mean,
shoot that 7 and just draw right to here. I don't think the 1 goes by there.
The 4 ball might go by there. 4 ball might go into that other corner pocket. Hard to tell.
Looking at shadows,
No, it
I
definitely
don't
does.
think
No,
so.
no, there's no chance for it.
Oh, he's going forward, so he's going to use the 3 to come back up for this stuff.
Interesting.
Don't go too far. Okay, so is he going to go 2 rails and try to get right here?
That's asking a lot. I mean,
Or
personally, I would try to get on top of on
2
the
rails and come
yes,
down here.
that's what I.
And really, I think all he has to do is be in this area to make the 1.
I mean, I think he's going to want to come back up this way, up
Down there?
toward by where the 9 is, if he can.
Well,
don't you think?
The 1, I don't think the 1 goes through. So yeah, I think he almost has to
He might try to
play this shot.
Right. Yes, that's what I was thinking. Because then he could play the 4 or the 1 if he gets up there.
There you go. Look at this. Look at this. Look at it.
Kind of got away
There
with
you
it.
go.
I mean, I don't think he meant to actually knock
Well,
the balls out.
I think he's all right. Well, maybe not.
It's still tricky.
Oh, I think
Still
he's
tricky.
jammed up on that.
Now he can draw it back. He might.
Yeah, but I think he has to draw back perfect.
You
And he
kind of
did.
like that?
He did. Yeah, he had the angle. I didn't think he had the angle. I thought he was going to fight getting behind that 11. Well, there you go. I mean, this is... Really? I'm shooting the 1 ball on the side, I'm pretty sure. And then I'm shooting the 4 on that side, stopping and shooting the 8 up there. Really? Well, he's just going to do it in reverse. He's going to hold that cue ball and put it right here.
Yeah, it's going to kind of float out to the middle of the table.
Oh.
Off the
All right. He had to hit that. He had more angle than it looked then because there was no need to pull that back that far if he didn't. This is natural. Just come across, back out. And that's such a terrible line. I can't afford the fancy telestrator. Just like that. Perfect.
He's not going to concede that one?
Uh,
Oh, yep, he is.
He better
He
because
conceded
that's
every
a crap
other one.
move if he didn't. That was awesome.
That was
Awesome,
nice.
awesome match. I think
It
we got
was.
another one coming up in about 15 minutes, people. Bob got the win. Here's a commercial for you. We'll be back in about 15, 20 minutes.